In 2018, we started a podcast.
Oh, hi everyone, I'm Lulu Picard.
Oh, I'm Alison Burns.
Cut to 2020.
During a year of uncertainty,
So we just lost power.
And isolation.
we decided to travel the country
Where are we?
to visit the people who are doing it right.
Connect with the people we love. And meet new people along the way.
This is what you get.
It's a love letter to America.
And we're live from blank.
We're creating a web series. Here we go.
Road trips are great. Road trips with your best friend can either go one of two ways. Luckily, we had a great time.
I think that we had amazing conversation. We laughed a lot. We ate a lot.
We're eating corn dogs on the side of a mountain in Utah. Bucket list, check.
We peed whenever we needed to pee.
See, and that's where my anxiety was stemmed from because I was so nervous about asking to use the bathroom and I didn't need to be.
No, the power is really in your hands on a road trip, especially if you're one of the adults in the car.
We're gonna go to Stuckey's.
Heck yeah.
Pecan roll. I've never had
Don't
one.
knock it.
Pecan or pecan?
I say pecan.
I
But
say
we're
pecan.
in South Carolina,
So we should say, so we have to order it like
pecan.
that? Can I get a pecan? No.
It's just on the shelf.
Can I get a?
So
just
obviously we took a road trip during COVID, a worldwide pandemic. And so we did have to plan a few things differently than we would on a normal road trip. And I think one of the biggest things that I didn't even think about as we were planning this was how to safely get gas.
This involved plastic gloves, hand sanitizer, and as many apps as we could use so we didn't have to push any buttons. Plus, you have to be masked. So many things to think about, but especially going from state to state to state, and us being the ones that are traveling everywhere, we want to be as safe as possible.
You were that girl.
I was that girl, and I walked in. I was like, doo-doo. She goes, hun, like this, and I was like, oh my god, it's in my car. She's like, just take. We have plenty. I was like, sorry.
As safe as possible. Okay, but our first stop was Greensboro, North Carolina, and more specifically, Carolina Civic Center, where we got to sneak in and watch Chamber Soul in concert.
One of the things that we didn't really prepare for on the trip was the feeling of walking into a theater for the first time since March.
When we first walked in, I was so overwhelmed with all the gear and wanting to not interrupt. And it felt like such a sacred place. Because there was live music and I was like, I have to be so quiet and I don't want to interrupt anything. And it just felt so special. And I think that it didn't hit me the reasons why I was feeling that way until much later. And so hearing it for the first time in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 8 months was overwhelming.
And it was really just us in the house, which was also completely surreal and completely strange. And we had just driven 10 hours. So we were a little overwhelmed and it was magic in that theater.
So we got a chance to sit down and talk with Shauna Tucker and Christian Tamber, and we learned about how they met and more importantly, how they're still making it work during 2020. And it honestly was such a great way to start this trip.
It's also great to watch two artists who are clearly such great friends work together and play together and just enjoy being in each other's company, because that's something that we really relate to.
Shauna connects with an audience and with the music unlike almost anybody I've ever worked with. She has an ability to relate her story, which are, her songs and her message and her writing. She has this ability to make everybody in the audience feel like they wrote the song too.
I'm just nosy and I just like talking to people. So I'm just like, who in here is divorced? Hi, see?
Right.
Hi. Who in here?
You're now married. Oh, I'm married
Which you
now.
were, okay.
I've been divorced.
Who,
Twice.
see, who in here, upon divorce, would I say congratulations to not I'm sorry? Hi. this next song is about that, okay? Here we go, okay? You see what I'm saying? Like,
That's awesome.
because again, when we write together, it's like, it's synergistic and it's instantaneous. Like
Yeah.
writing a song about bees,
Yeah.
right? Give bees a chance so they can make honey. This one, we should say, honey! And it works.
We asked Shauna and Christian, how was it performing for no audience and still having to bring forward all of this energy? And I was inspired by the fact that I felt like they were doing that.
To see Christian and Shauna figure out how to make their energy jump off the stage and into a video camera was really inspiring.
Like we were in this holding pattern, like maybe 2 weeks after March 13th, 14th was our learning of the world shutting down. And then we just, it was a lot of trial and error, you know, like through that we realized we're not doing this again like this until we know what to do. And then, you know, people meaning like presenters and the world realized like we still have to perpetuate some type of live music, so let's do it. But that's how we learned how to show up properly, like it's quality assurance, quality control, not damage control. But there's a commitment, this world has a commitment to continuing to make sure that we can continue to do what we're doing, not just because people feel sorry for musicians and like, oh, they gotta eat and we should. No, it's just like we need this. So how can we make that happen?
Christian Timber and Shauna Tucker are both incredible musicians in their own right, but when they get together, they create something that's completely different and has both of their own voices on it and has their own chemistry and their own catalysts and its own energy. And so to be there and see it happen in such a concentrated form after not having it for a while and being the only people in the theater to watch it happen was something that I'll never forget.
So we got the last bit of footage that we needed, just me and Lou, and we bid adieu to the Carolina Civic Center, and we were off to, just kidding.
So we like wine.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. We like wine so much that I think almost every place that we went on this trip, we would leave with a bottle of wine or a box of wine.
Or a box of beer.
A box of beer.
Do we have a reputation?
No.
Right.
One thing that Lulu and I love to do are tastings.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
not just alcohol tastings. It could be food tasting. That's why we love teas, because it's little bites of things. We like to try lots of things. We like a plethora of choices.
Tapas.
So Lulu and I were so excited when we got to visit Grove Winery in Greensboro, North Carolina. Or is it outside of Greensboro?
It is outside. You'll have to say in the Haw River Valley.
In the Haw River Valley.
Okay.
We were a little nervous because this was the first stop on our trip that we knew we were going to run into a situation where there could be other people in the wine tasting room. So
But it was in the middle of a hurricane.
that's right.
Hurricane number 1. Hurricane Delta 2020 in the Haw River Valley.
And we met Samantha and Anna, two amazing people who worked at the winery, and we started our tasting.
So we're here at Grove Winery in the Haw River Valley. So we're gonna taste some wines.
Yeah, I'm so
We're
excited.
very excited. And this is the method that we pick them, which I love. These little,
I'll get a close up of it. You don't have have to.
You didn't like that?
Well, I'm just saying it's so far
I
away.
think it's great.
Like they can't, and you're
Okay.
probably,
I think it's great.
okay.
Okay, cool. So we've picked our 6 each.
What did you
And-
pick?
I picked the Haw River White.
Same.
I picked the Rosé.
Same.
I picked the Carmenere.
Same.
I picked the Malbec.
Same.
I picked the Symphony.
I did not pick that one.
What else did you get?
The Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, cool. And most of these grapes are grown here at Grove?
Yes, so 70% of our grapes are, well, about 70% are grown here on the estate, and then the estimated 30% we get from neighboring farms. We do make all of it here in the back, though. It is, it's a process, and so we let it sit, and then we, bottle it, and cork it, and clean it, and label it, and it's all done by hand, manually.
Okay, so tell us what you think we should go with first based
Oh yeah,
on
is there like an order to
Yes,
things?
absolutely. I'm so used to reading upside down.
She knows it.
You guys read
really?
the descriptions, and yes.
That's a skill.
So we always recommend dry to sweet. So Haw River White. So last year's, the 2017 Haw River White won a double gold medal.
Oh.
And this one, according to the winemaker, is better. He likes it better. However, all the wine competitions were canceled this year.
Oh, this is good.
That is good. I'm not normally a white person.
You are white.
I am a white wine drinker,
You
actually.
are a So good.
Good, glad you like
Did
it.
you taste the bright citrus and apple notes?
Yeah, and more. Teamwork.
You're so kind to me. Okay, so you just reopened for 7 days a week
Yes,
here.
yep.
What was it like opening it up for the first time again?
It was so nice to open back up after COVID, just because, although I am naturally an introvert, I really, really do enjoy talking to people from, literally all over. I have met so many people from, I met people from Peru, Germany, England, everywhere. We started our events and our concerts and comedy shows shortly after, just because we've got this big open space that we can use. I will say that, we've been keeping the numbers down. So for example, in the earlier phases, we did 100, and now we're doing 150. Pre-COVID, it was 500.
Oh, wow.
So we can take our reservations and cut it off, tickets sold out, and we are able to socially distance our tables and chairs so people have, more than enough room. But I mean, it's been great. People have been amazing. People, they want to get out. They want to, socialize and drink wine.
What are we tasting right now? Because I want to ask you a question, but I have to drink this wine.
All right, so this is the dry rosé.
Oh.
Yes, rosé all day.
Rosé all day. We have a YouTube episode called Rosé All Day.
We didn't come up with it or anything. That's on shirts at Target.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do too.
So this is the 2014 Malbec, and this, one of my favorites, because I get a lot of dark cherry, and it reminds me of a Twizzler. I just love it.
It smells like wood.
It is oaked.
I like it.
How did you pick up on that?
I don't know, it smelled like when you go to an antique store and you find an old chest of drawers and you open it, it smelled like that. In a good way.
So Cab Sav is next for you. Yay. 2014 Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon. I mean, I'm basically saying it right, though.
Yeah,
That's what's
I
funny.
mean-
Say it again.
Sauvignon.
I smell.
So this is the strawberry.
Oh, I like this. It's very,
Strawberry.
I'm not good at descriptive words.
Describe how it makes you feel rather than what you taste.
Well, it makes me feel like home.
Because you drink wine at home.
Drink wine at home. No, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It makes my tongue feel fuzzy
Fuzzy!
and thick.
Yes.
It makes it
so
feel
it's
like
a
the
full
taste
body.
buds go and stand up when they were sitting down. Yeah?
It's amazing.
They're
yes.
like,
Yeah.
and so it makes everything feel thick.
What? Anna decided you are not writing the marketing. I just want to point out, I came up with summer in a glass, and you came up with my taste buds sit up when they used to be lying down. Oh, it's delicious.
And special thanks to Grove for sharing some of their special strawberry wine with us, which is like drinking a strawberry Capri Sun that got brought to the beach and you already had a previous cocktail to make you a little buzzed, and then the Capri Sun shows up and you're like, let's just put it in the champs, and you pour the Capri Sun into your champagne and you're sitting on the beach and it's a really lovely afternoon.
Yep. But wait, you haven't even told everyone the fact that they weren't supposed to have that wine for you.
That's why I didn't say it, because I don't want people to be like, wait, we showed up too and you didn't give us any.
They don't know the exact date we were there. Spill the tea or spill the strawberry wine.
Spill the wine.
You have to tell them, because you guys, they did not have strawberry wine for sale, and they went and pulled one from their special reserve just for Lulu. And it was so special that there were 2 other people that came in after us. And when Lulu went to leave, she was like, thank you for that special gift. And the lady was like, thank you for not saying strawberry wine, because we don't have any more to give to those people.
True. It's true. We don't remember your names, but we know you're from Chicago. We're very sorry. However, if you're in the North Carolina area, or if you just want to order it, try the strawberry wine.
I love that.
Well, thank you so much for letting us talk to you and for serving us the delicious wine.
Delicious.
So we're going to shop and buy some bottles
Yep.
and head out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys stopped by.
Cut.
So then we went and we did our first live show in one of our listeners' driveways.
We asked all of our listeners that were hosting us for a show to decorate the table for us, just to see what would happen. And I think we got a winner here in Greensboro.
$10K dollar day, take one.
These kids were so cute, and the whole family was amazing, and they fed us and they sat in their driveway and they enjoyed our show as we enjoyed their garage. And if you want to watch the entire live show that we did there in Greensboro, just go to YouTube and search 10K dollar day and you'll see all of our stuff. And as soon as we had arrived, we were gone.
Can you believe we've only been in one city? Do you feel like you both haven't started this and also have been doing it for like 4 months?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened last night when you were like, oh yeah, we're going to Sedona. I was like, we're going to Sedona? I was like, what? When is that happening? How many more days? That's crazy.
It's so far away.
It's so far.
It's really far away.
Greensboro, we can't wait to come back and enjoy everything that your city has to offer, from your amazing theater scenes to your craft cocktail scene to the restaurants that line Elm Street. But for now, we've got to leave it. We'll be back though.
Tune in next time where we experience the upside down
I'm not that nervous.
in Nashville.
Yeah, good.
Maybe I could like turn us, like as I'm saying it, I'm gonna like flip the screen, and so I'll be like hanging. I wish I could actually turn.
Look, you can put it like this. Look.
How do I do it?
Tune in next time as we experience the upside down in Nashville.
How are you doing that?
I'm just holding my computer.